What's going on, you guys? Just wanted to hit you with the video today. Going over my scanners. This is a long overdue video because I just kind of threw up the scanners, and I throw up what's going on with the scanners every morning. I put that out to you guys live from trade ideas and what I had set up, but I never really made a video breaking down the setup. So a lot of times you might just be seeing the tickers, and you don't know what's actually going on. So I'm going to start with the up gappers, which you see in the top left corner, and you see that every morning before the market opens. And what the up gappers scanner is it's a gapper scanner, the biggest gaps from the previous close based on percentage. Now you'll see I have two up gappers. I have another one towards the lower right corner of the screen, and that up gappers is based on dollar gap, which is why you have the higher price tickers, the large caps, on the lower upper gappers, and then you have the lower price, the penny stocks, on the top left. It's also important to keep in mind that the definition of a gap is the difference between today's opening price and yesterday's closing price. So since the up gappers is most useful during the pre-market, the gap is always changing because since it hasn't opened, it's based on what the current pre-market price is. Keep in mind, for both the up gappers scanner, these really only matter before the market. Once the market opens, you don't really need to worry about these scanners. What you want to pay attention to are the biggest gainer scanners. As you can see, there are two biggest gainer scanners. To the left, there is a based on percentage, and then the right one is based on dollar value. So this is not tracking gaps. This is tracking how high is it on the day. Now I actually realized that I kind of messed up with the biggest gainer scanner to the right because I had it changed from the close in dollars when it should be changed from the open. I will be changing that before the Monday session, but the left one is correct. It's the change in percentage from the opening price. So the key difference with the biggest gainers and the up gappers is tracking the gap in the pre-market from the previous close, whereas the gainers tracks the gains on the day relative to what it opened at 9:30 a.m. One thing is that the scanning layout from the past week is not the same as the scanning layout that I have right here, which is from, I think, a couple weeks ago, where the down gappers is missing. And that's because my computer had restarted, and when I went into OBS to load everything back in, I guess I had just put the wrong one. Usually I don't even have the biggest gainers, the biggest dollar gainers on the day, and I think I'm just going to take the biggest dollar gainers out because it's good to have a down gapper scanner as well. And this down gapper scanner is a negative, is pretty much the negative version of the positive percentage gap scanner, where it's the percent, how much percentage is it down from the previous close. And you can see here a lot of penny stocks, lower price stocks as well. And I definitely want to include that in the newer scanners. So what you have at the bottom right here is the biggest losers. And this is the dollar amount in the biggest losses from yesterday's close. I do realize there's a bit of a discrepancy here, like just kind of in the way that in the consistency that the scanners are organized, where you have the gainers here change from the open and here change from the close. Before I said I was going to change it to change from the open. Just know that this is kind of just a reverse of the gainers, where you could see which ones are down bad on the day based on dollar value, and this is going to be for high priced large cap stocks as well. Now remember, since I told you that the gappers, both the up and down gappers, are no longer relevant once the market opens, that means that the biggest gainers and the biggest losers are therefore relevant intraday after the market opened, because they're measuring price action after a stock is open during a regular trading session. So keeping that in mind, I'm definitely going to change the biggest gainer and biggest loser dollar column from change from close to change from open, so it more accurately reflects the intraday price action rather than being too similar to a gap scanner. Now on the bottom left here, this is a high of day momentum scanner, and I actually got these scanner settings from Warrior Trading via Ross Cameron. So what this scanner does is it pretty much just tracks high of day breakouts with volume, and it categorizes them based on different qualities. So for example, in the video that I have here, you have up 8% in the last 10 minutes, and you also have medium volume and medium floats. So I did not really change any of the settings at all, so all credit goes to Ross Cameron from Warrior Trading for this one. What I did do though is I did add in lower price stocks, because I believe that he capped it maybe at like $1 or $2. I don't remember exactly, but I extended the price to go lower to account for penny stocks are under $1. Now in the middle at the bottom here, you have a halt scanner, and it's pretty much just tracking what stocks are halted and when they resume. And the last scanner here, the top right, is the V-Wap hold scanner. So this one unfortunately doesn't have a label on it, just because the way that the scanners show on OBS is not completely the same as I actually see it in my windows. The top of the windows are missing. But what the V-Wap hold scanner is that it tracks stocks that are holding V-Wap for the day, and at the top is the ones that are highest above V-Wap. So this is a good scanner for just seeing which stocks are holding their gains and which stocks could be good picks for, spikes in the afternoon, breakouts, maybe power hour momentum. So those are all the scanners I have. As always, let me know if you have any ideas for scanners I should use. If you think if this layout, if you think I could still fit more scanners, because I don't want to make things too small so you can't see the numbers. But if you think that I could maybe size down a couple of these scanners and add one in, then I could always do that as well. Or if there's a scanner that you prefer me replace one of them with, just give your ideas and I could alter the setup. Hope that makes things a little bit more clear for you. If you ever are confused, just pay attention to the tickers and the columns here. And then for all of these, because they say up gapper, down gapper, like these ones you could tell. Same with the halt one, it's pretty easy just because it says halt resume. And then the momentum one I assume would be the most difficult one. But always, this one is a good one to pay attention to, because this is momentum as it's coming in during the day. So it will always keep updating with stocks that are breaking out, and you'll be able to tell, okay, is this low float? Are we getting a lot of volume? And plan your trades accordingly. And then when days are slow, maybe the momentum scanner is not constantly refreshing, you could look at the V-Wap hold scanner and see, okay, which stocks are holding above V-Wap? Maybe I could find an entry. And even though it's not going crazy right now, since it's holding above V-Wap, we have a good likelihood of it breaking out at some point in the afternoon. Hope your trading has been going well. Have a good weekend. Be back soon.